spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Charlotte 49ers. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Charlotte's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Makes his man miss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The 49ers are flying down the field. He leaves it with his back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Makes a man miss. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the quick game. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Smashes through the tackle. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Great protection, and down the middle it goes.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box.
Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. And the 49ers look to keep this drive humming. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Good timing on the quick out. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
You know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The inside handoff. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. And they got stuffed. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick pass on the jet motion. Afterburners coming. Inside the 40. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Owls. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. He gets tackled. It's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. He'll let one fly from deep in his own territory. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Norton. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Tackled, but he has a first down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It will bring up a decision on 4th down. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This will likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in him.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Campbell. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left side. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Touchdown, Owls! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now second and 10. Now the play fake. Pressure. And here's a fumble. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Off play action on first down. They're bringing heat. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Wants to throw. It's Fancher. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown now! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Oh, he wants it all. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Fancher. He's got it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the 49ers with the 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He finds his man. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Touchdown, Charlotte. Number 0 in the end zone.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31, Charlotte, 15.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Fancher. This one's complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Burden. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Niners.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Charlotte, 23.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Owls want to crank the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run.
Got a lot of running room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Getting some heat. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, 49ers! And once he got loose, it was all over. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. 2nd and 10 here. To the air, it's Fancher. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Charlotte. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He makes a catch. He's loose. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Looking for a man, it's Fancher. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Charlotte offense will take over.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
And here's the third interception of the night. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll take a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.